Are we ready to begin officially?
Woo.
Make the Metroids Metroid.
Make the Metroids Metroid. Did you,
This is-
fanboy, I must ask, did you consult a long play?
Yes, and it didn't help because they had done things in a different order, so I had to look on the map and run around a bit.
Fucking bitches. These absolute motherfuckers. I'm so mad at long players now.
Fine.
Alright,
Did it like label itself as like a unique long play, or was it just happened
No,
to
it's
be
just
that
that these Metroids, you can fight them in different orders.
they... Oh, okay.
So I guess I should, like, throw a post on Blue Sky or something?
That's
Oh, yeah.
I will
Oh,
then.
fuck.
Blue
I'll put
Sky
one on
is
Twitter
the
just for the hell of it.
new Twitter thing, right?
Yes.
It's Twitter, but, like, how to put this?
Not as weird yet.
I would say that it has fully, it's the Twitter replacement for people who are the most on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm not missing anything by not being on it.
Not particularly, no.
Cool, cool. Thank you.
I got like
But if you
5
want an
invites if
invite-
you want one.
Yeah.
No, I'm like hardly on Twitter. Why would I be on Blue Sky?
Here's my hot take on Twitter versus Blue Sky. Twitter, I use probably more than Blue Sky, but I use it exclusively to find ways to make Twitter hurt. Everything I do on Twitter is a pointedly
An assault on
anti-Twitter
the
action, and like is just me like trying to make the platform worse. And it's pointless to cross-post that sort of thing to Blue Sky because it's not Twitter. I'm not hurting.
That's
I'm
not
not
what you're
hurting them,
attempting to kill.
Yeah, one of these things I am enacting violence upon, not the other. So I probably spend more time on Twitter than Blue Sky, but only because I have important work to do on Twitter in the form of causing pain.
I can hear the air quotes in that too. That was terrible.
Important work. I wasn't making air quotes.
No,
But
no,
you
it
are
sounded
free
like
to-
you were.
You are free to pretend they were there.
So wait, there was just one hole in a wall that we were missing?
Yeah, it only, it was, I think because I needed the spring ball, it's like the one situation in the game where you actually need them.
Oh, that's what was going on.
Okay.
I mean, that is definitely one thing of the quote-unquote later Metroids, where they very much make sure you need everything at least one place.
So, since when have Metroids been able to poop out energy balls?
Why shouldn't they?
It's kind of new for this game, but the alphas never used to have like poop attacks, but their next level up always did have lightning attacks. So I guess it's just the idea that the slightly lower level has the capability of like pooping it, and then the next one can focus it into a blast.
As a sidestep to that
Metroids
question.
are a rich tapestry.
So my next question is, what do they eat that they're pooping energy balls?
Energy.
Metroids,
Everything.
yeah, they eat everything.
Everything.
They eat your life force is like their whole big deal.
Ex-parasites, technically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all about. Well, they were technically created for the express purpose of taking out something that had no natural predators, and then they just kind of.
It turns out
goofed
they
up
were too
and
good at
got
eating
out.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were
Sounds
very
familiar.
like well made. Apex predators.
They just have a slight weakness to ice and being blasted with missiles.
To be fair,
Fun
I am
fact,
good at
most
those
things-
as well.
Some of us do.
Most living things die when frozen solid.
Yeah, but also most living things die when they come in contact with lava, and Metroids are all about lava.
There are life forms on Earth, in fact, that cannot survive in oxygen-rich environments or in oxygenated environments at all. They mostly live right outside the lava vents on the seafloor.
God, that sucks.
Well, for them, they think it's great, but like it sucks for everything that would want to eat them.
I mean, if your goal is to eat something that lives like in such a place, I think you might have a problem with this.
That is the game you are playing right now.
Yeah, you love Sonic.
I do love Sonic, and I'm very glad that you're playing a Sonic game instead of this dumb old Nintendo game.
And now we already went from one Metroid pinball game to one Sonic pinball game.
Exactly. See,
Yeah, let's
what
play
is
Sonic
Samus?
Pinball Party.
What is Samus if not Nintendo's Sonic?
I thought Kirby was Nintendo Sonic.
No, Kirby's.
Dylan's
Star
Rolling
Fox
Western.
Star Fox is probably the closest contender.
Nah, Dylan's
I mean, Star
Rolling
Fox is
Western.
a famously fast furry.
I stand by
Well,
myself.
Kirby turns into a wheel and does races.
That is true. That is true.
Dylan
And also has that,
I don't have a comeback to that
and
one.
also that needle attack sometimes.
I'm gonna sit here and keep arguing that it's Dylan's Rolling Western, and you won't be able to stop me.
Yeah, except for the fact that Dylan has stopped rolling.
Listen, there were times when there was not a lot of Sonic games either. For example, right after its heyday.
Yep.
See, that was always kind of weird.
Don't worry, it happened because Yuji Naka threw a fit.
Yuji Naka is
Nobody got something
the most like hilarious downfall of any game dev I've ever heard of. Like years upon years of just like throwing weird fits at Sega and making everyone hate him, and then straight to jail.
I wish he actually went to jail. He's technically...
He's on house arrest, right?
he's like on fucking like, and don't do it again time.
So it's just a timeout. They made him
It's the
sit
only
in a naughty
appropriate
chair.
reaction to Alan Wonderland.
Balan Wonder.
Excuse me.
God, I was remembering a fucking drill tweet that was just like, I can't remember which of the like nonsensical other accounts he'll occasionally reference. It might have been Digimon Notice, but it's like Digimon Notice thinks that he got COVID from going to Best Buy's midnight release of Balan Wonder.
I love just the concept of a midnight release of Balan Wonderworld. That has
It's
got
the
to be,
saddest
like,
idea, and the idea
that
that
has got to
you
be the
went there.
most depressing shit imaginable.
The idea that someone would go there, and that in so doing, they would get COVID and potentially face serious consequences due to their excitement for Balan Wonderworld.
Yeah. While at the same time being forced to be in close proximity to the hated Digimon Otis.
God, I love the like fucking tweets. Where he's just like, "We rehearsed
Digimon
this.
Otis-
Where are you?"
The Digimon Otis peace treaty will be henceforth frozen and pissed and thrown out on the highway. Just shattering into a million despicable pieces.
Despicable pieces.
Despicable pieces, not just
Despicable,
annoying.
yes.
Every single one of those pieces has hate in its heart.
Yeah.
And get away with words.
Still does.
He is the author of Face God and Walk Backwards into Hell. Like, that's a lie.
Ah,
That's a whole mood.
Yep.
Oh, also, I will say this, since somebody reposted it recently. Somebody reposted the, I have an Ankh on my...
Lover.
Unbuttoned.
Lover unbuttons my pants and sees the Ankh looped around my cock.
But
Too late,
I
I'm
must have
already
read
hollering about the Anubis.
That's it. I must have read that 1,000 times. This is the first time I noticed that it says the Anubis.
Yeah, I
The
love the
Anubis.
phrase the Anubis.
Like, every other time in my brain, it just truncated it to hollering about Anubis. But it's hollering about the Anubis. And it was like realizing a whole other world.
I think probably like his most, like, not his best, and not his like, you know, not even his most
The
famous,
most
but like the one that has the most accessible is there are like 5,000 songs about Christmas, but only one about the boys being back in town.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that one I definitely heard and knew before I knew who Drill was, so to speak. I feel like the candle one is the one that gets.
Candle shows up a lot.
Candle shows up a
well-
lot because every time it shows up, it's because some idiot like read it and didn't realize it was a joke, telling
Less
him
on
to spend
candles.
less on candles. And like the response, it's like, my wife and children have left me. I'm still wild about candles.
Yeah, it's been 2 years since I made this post. My wife and children have left me. Still wild about candles. The real tragedy is that it's hard to find the entire McShitter rant because it requires you to look at McDonald's responses.
McDonald's responded?
No, I mean, in terms of, like, you won't find it just on its, like, timeline because it's a reply to McDonald's, even though it's a reply to nothing. It's just adding them.
He put the entire thing in Get Rich and Become God.
Yeah, like, it was important that people could get access.
I love that he describes it as a $1 million idea that will pull your failing company directly out of the toilet.
Also just recommending, like, I recommend that you base
Oh.
his... I recommend that you
Isn't
base
that
his
just-
horrible village on fucking... Ow. On fucking World War II propaganda.
No, I found it right here. I suggest studying characters from the early 1900s racist war propaganda to help your team devise his gruesome appearance. That's it. Thank you for hearing me out. I am a huge fan of the Big Matt, and I'm nice once you get to know me.
One of the most, like, one of the most easy ones to, like, get to just to assign as op is, fucking, I forget, like, the start of it, but it's like, it's difficult to get to know me, but once you do, you find out I'm a huge shithead with an irredeemable mouth.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's like these snails. I don't trust them.
Did they insult your mother, or
I just distrust them.
They're just bad
Right, like-
snails.
what would make them trustworthy though? They're just snails.
They could stop being snails.
Like, normally I would just be ambivalent.
No, that seems like something that would make them less trustworthy if they stopped being snails.
I don't believe that. Last time I encountered an untrustworthy snail, I just glared at it until it finally dropped the act and became a monkey.
What the hell is this thing? We were playing one of the Jackbox games last night, and one of the requirements was like putting things in order. So it was like either time order or most to least. And one of the levels was that you had to sort creatures from most to least number of teeth.
That sounds off-putting, yes.
Learned a few things.
Learned too much
Apparently.
about teeth.
Snails have a lot of teeth.
Wouldn't have thought of that.
Exactly. Neither do the rest of us.
It seemed like the sort of creature that would just, like, have acids to deal with that shit.
Garden snail has about 14,000 teeth, while other species can have over 20,000.
That's too many.
That is
You're
way too
welcome.
many.
20,000 teeth?
What are you even doing with that many teeth?
I'm just showing off at that point.
Yeah, like, fuck you. Fuck you and all your teeth. You don't need that many teeth.
That sounds exhausting.
Having teeth is kind of exhausting, I'll acknowledge that.
Yes.
Fucker.
Like the game didn't give you any context on like what numbers you were trying to work with. Very bizarre game.
I mean, just anything with 20,000 teeth seems like it should be disqualified out of the bat. Yeah, like,
It didn't give you the numbers. You had to put them in order of how many you thought. So it was like
What
some of
seems
it
like
had
the tedious beast here?
movies, and then you had to put them like most recent to oldest to most recent date order.
teeth are in The Godfather.
The Teeth Father.
Oh, I got the beam burst. The beam bow.
The beans. I can't
Thinking
believe
about
you've gotten
those
the magic beans.
Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
The beans.
Beans, magical fruit.
Oh, shit.
Bean
Because
burst.
yes, I am 12 today.
Thinking about those beans.
Beans.
You're allowed to beach ball with New Year's Day.
That's how that works.
Yeah, it's like a time thing.
It is cool that we're doing this on New Year's Day. Fuck 2024. I hate that bitch.
This is
No, it is
2024.
2024.
Exactly.
You're screwing it all up.
This is not how it's supposed to start, fam.
I mean, I will say, I have no problem saying this.
Fuck.
Both the previous election years of 2016 and 2020, I feel were mentally scarring to me.
Yeah, I don't want
Yes.
that to happen again, so I don't want to think about
I
it.
see,
Yeah.
I
So
see no
fuck
reason 2024 will be.
I'm
any
saying it
better.
right now. I'm saying this with my whole heart.
Wait, what?
Also,
what
hi,
prediction
Calsco.
did I
How are you?
miss? Yeah.
Just
Doing
that
all right, how are
election
you?
years are bad. That's not a prediction, that's a fact of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, this is neither Spider-Man 2 nor Spider-Man 45.
Yeah, guess what? It's Spider-Man 46 now.
Oh, Goggle Bob, I wanted to thank you for sending me a very cool book. I read it and enjoyed it.
Oh, I genuinely did not know if you had already had it, so I figured.
I don't
if
have
you
any
did,
Teenage
you'd
Mutant Ninja
just
Turtles
give it
trade paperbacks. This is my first one.
What?
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Right? What the
Which
fuck?
one was it?
It was not a trade paperback. Actually, it was a hardcover. It was The Last Ronin.
I was
which
thinking it
is-
has to have been the
Oh.
last Ronin.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
really
that's a good one.
Yeah, it was great.
Impressive that you guessed that, but we have talked about it on the stream before, so.
I really enjoyed it. I had not read it before now. It's literally, I would say it's best described as I guess, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles What If, but TMNT never really gave a shit about canon in that, like, it had, like, history, but it didn't really care about it beyond, hey, we can, like, call back to this
You can
sometime
have
if we
history
feel like
without
it.
having a past.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But this one was basically, hey, what if it was the future and everything sucked? But also Mikey's there and he's awesome. So, that's
But if
cool.
there was going to be one left, it would have to be Mikey.
Mikey has to be the one to carry the burden because he's the best.
They are working on a sequel to it.
Yep, and a video game
The
adaptation.
second to last
What would
one?
that even look like? Because, well, spoiler alert, it doesn't exactly end with, yeah, we could totally keep going here. In mind.
No. April created 4 more Ninja Turtles.
They weren't ninjas at that point. They were just turtles.
They can learn.
Well,
They
they didn't
learn.
start out as ninjas in the first place either, did they?
Yeah, but like
No.
they started out as mutants.
This is a
So
recreatable
she-
thing.
Doc,
Yeah, I guess, but like the idea of, I don't know, like I think that like one of the things TMNT does actually pretty well is like approach the idea of, hey, what happens to these guys maybe shouldn't happen.
And yet, here we are.
I mean, usually at the time that you called something a mutant, you already made a
You made a
moral
value
judgment.
A mutation is just, oh, the genes did something we weren't expecting them to do.
Yeah, but they're not
which is totally
eating-
natural.
You
That's
don't call
literally the
someone
basis.
the thing is,
of
you don't
evolution.
call something a mutant if you think it's coming back.
Yeah.
And often you don't call something a mutant if you think highly of what changes it has.
Yeah.
I mean, cancer is a mutation by the literal definition. So...
Well, yeah, but like so is basically
don't
all
call
of
it-
evolution.
Okay.
Right, but we don't call it a mutant
We could.
in that context.
What if I did?
I was like, most
It would
people
probably be
don't, but
considered
yeah,
extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, is the sequel gonna be named like actually more Ronins or something?
I think it's just the last Ronin subtitle.
Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution.
Interesting idea. I'm not sure if I want to see that though, because I mean, it had a really strong ending. Like the ending was pitch perfect. I was like the last few pages, I was like, yeah, no, this was the only possible way that could end, and it was really good at it. I don't necessarily want a sequel. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, but here's a question, Beat. Are you
What's
somebody who would directly profit from there being a sequel?
Well, I do want Eastman and Laird to both be able to just like buy a mansion. And
I mean,
just,
I think they
just
both
like,
have them, but yeah.
okay, good,
Yeah,
good, good for them.
I think it's Eastman bought the rights from Laird. One of them bought the rights from the other one,
And then sold it away.
and and then he gets to keep doing comics because he wants to keep doing comics.
Yeah. The last Ronin was like the last time that it was like the first time that they were like in a space where they were ready to work with each other again.
Also, I put up cover art in the general chat.
I will look at this. All right, shit, that is a really cool cover art.
I was about to say it's evocative. I will give it that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't lie, that is fucking cool.
It's
I
a
do
shame they
like
forgot
how
to color
like
in
it approached art styles. Like anytime it was Mikey remembering his past specifically, it would like go to like a super Eastman and Laird's like original 1980s style. And that was a shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a great media thing.
Yeah, and like there was one point where there was a flashback in a flashback because it was Mikey telling April what he experienced and then what someone else told him, and the part that was the that was like the other flag that was like within that was like the story he was told was like in a super detailed style, and then as soon as it was Mikey just telling what happened to him again, it went back to like really sketchy and stuff. I loved that shit. That was great. It was a good comic.
Yeah. I am glad you enjoyed it. Merry Christmas.
I'm really sorry your gift hasn't shown up yet. I might just buy it on Amazon and send it to you that way, because I'm getting sick of this shit.
Wait, how did you spend it?
I tried to send through Bandcamp, and like as Jeannie, I believe, can like tell,
Yep.
It worked for her, but not
Yeah.
for Gogglebop, and I don't
That's
know
fine.
why. It's some absolute bullshit.
Yeah, no, just as I guess, like, you know, ever since I killed all those kids, they blacklisted my email address. And now I don't get anything.
That's what I would have done.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense actually.
Really, Bandcamp is just anti-pig. Is team anti-pig Metroid.
Bastards! How dare they take a
I can't
stand on
believe they
this?
turned out to be
The most
completely
important
right
of
in
this.
You little fucker.
You absolute fucker.
You absolute fucker.
Oh, that's right.
Pick it up.
You gotta spell it. You gotta spell it exactly wrong enough.
I like how when the Metroid shakes off his ice frozenness. It's like, nah. Get this off of me. Penguin noises.
completely useless bits of trivia time.
The Penguin, not like penguins.
I love the Penguin. He's my favorite Batman villain. No, he isn't. The
I
Joker
was gonna
is.
say, I am definitely, I have I feel I have grown as an adult, but when I was a kid watching Batman the Animated Series, when it was a Penguin episode, I was like, oh, I've wasted my life.
Wow.
Well, everyone got bad episodes to begin with.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, today is ruined. I have to watch a Penguin episode. Or I was thinking today would be any good.
I love that quote of fucking Danny DeVito talking about the Penguin, and he said, "Oh yeah, no, Rich, he's gonna do great. Mine's better though." just like, of course. What was his fucking name? I can't remember it all of a sudden.
Oh, the guy from the Batman
Heath
movie?
Yeah, the
Ledger?
Batman. No, not Heath Ledger.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I know you know who you're talking about. I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either.
Joaquin Phoenix?
No,
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. That's it.
There it
that's
is.
right.
Oh.
Colin Farrell. Yeah, Danny DeVito just
Oh, we're
said.
talking
Oh yeah, no,
Penguins.
Colin
I was-
Farrell
I
did
was thinking
absolutely great,
Joker.
but I'm still better at being the Penguin.
I mean,
Which
no,
is fair,
no one
because
wins
he is.
against DeVito. So.
I mean, he's DeVito. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This does not reflect poorly upon your failing the love of DeVito. No.
No, it's like,
Ah, fuck.
oh hey, you found a Metroid.
You said
Good job.
Penguin and my brain was stuck on Joker. Why? Rude.
Oh, because B was saying that was his favorite.
Well,
That
yeah,
was it.
he's great.
There's a whole bunch of other ones I really like a little bit more, I think.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Plus, I think Joker's overused.
That is true. He is overused, but like when they nail him, they really nail him. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like well, Heath Ledger, obviously. I actually
Mark
really
Hamill.
liked the 2019. Oh yeah, Mark Hamill's legendary. I actually really liked the 2019 Joker, but like I didn't like it as like, you know, oh, it's a DC Comics film. I liked it more as like just a really anxious movie that was like about like just, you know, trying to make you feel fucked up and wrong.
Was that the
That's
Joaquin
definitely
Phoenix
what
one?
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the Joaquin
Yep.
Phoenix one. Yeah,
I haven't seen that, so I gotta add it.
it is pretty good. I wouldn't call it like, you know, one of the greatest movies of all time or anything, but I would say it is a pretty good movie that I enjoyed a
Dude,
lot.
I have watched the Barbie movie twice in the last week, so I need something different in my life right now.
Well, that's pretty different.
It's definitely
I
different.
To watch it twice in 1 week.
The movie that I would compare it to, like, mostly,
Taxi Driver.
is Uncut Gems, of all things.
It's definitely
I
trying
can see
for
that,
that
too.
vibe.
Yeah. If you want
And
to, like,
Taxi
see a
Driver
really
must
good
be
movie,
about-
Cassandra, watch Uncut Gems, because that movie is fucking incredible.
Reading on right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up. That's a Adam Sandler movie?
It is.
It
Oh,
is.
okay, I remember hearing about that one.
Yeah.
He famously said that if he didn't win an Oscar, he's just going to do nothing but vacation movies.
You would make the
You would
worst
make the
movies
worst
anyone
movies
ever
on
seen.
purpose.
Yep.
Oh, if you get one of the directors of that, Phil Saffey, is doing a movie about Mark Kerr, somebody I'm only assuming Fanboy knows about, because Fanboy is also in my MMA watch group.
I am
And-
also poisoned.
Oh yes. Well, also like Fanboy like knows everything I talk about because we talk so much. But I am very worried about the Mark Kerr movie because Mark Kerr's life is not inspirational. Mark Kerr's life is a tragedy.
I mean, that's who you would get Uncut Gems for.
Yeah, sure. But also the guy who's playing Mark Kerr, The Rock.
I trust their capacity to work with people who do not traditionally work
That is
outside of
true.
a specific mode.
That is true. Like 90% of the actors in Uncut Gems are just guys they found in like the jewelry, the upscale jewelry, like worlds.
Neighborhood.
In yeah, basically
And
the
persuading Adam Sandler to put his best in as well.
Adam Sandler didn't actually need that much persuading. I understand.
Yeah, but
He
I'm
just
saying,
said,
like,
"Yeah, no, I'll
if,
do
if
it."
you can get someone, even someone who like people assume has a limited capacity, to actually put in that performance, if there's someone who I could assume can pull that out, it's probably that director. That like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
director.
the Safdies. Yeah, no, probably. I mean, like, let's be real. They also got Kevin Garnett to put in an incredible, like, incredible, like, performance, and he's not an actor. He is very much just a
Yeah.
basketball player.
So it's one of those things like I will trust that they know what they're doing in casting.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's difficult for me to see it because The Rock has only ever played The Rock, and Mark Kerr's life is not The Rock's.
Alright, I don't know anything about Mark Kerr, but speaking of The Rock, have y'all seen two different movies I'm gonna ask about? One is the Baywatch movie.
Yes, I have seen it.
No, I did
The
not see
other-
that one.
The other is the Hercules movie starring The Rock.
I have not seen that one. I would be surprised if anyone has seen that one.
I've seen both.
Okay.
I've seen Baywatch more recently again, but it comes out with similar energy, so it's more entertainment purpose. One of those, is this going to take itself seriously? And the answer is abso-fucking-lutely not.
Typical.
Understandable.
Which is just high entertainment at that point.
Yeah, but like the Baywatch movie is literally a perfect movie for The Rock because it's literally just him goofing off with Zac Efron for like 2 hours.
Right?
And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It is very entertaining because it's very stupid, and it's supposed to be stupid. A movie being
You don't
stupid
walk into
is
it
not a bad
expecting
thing at all.
Being
I,
an
I
advocate
prefer the
of stupidity.
cerebral rock.
I love stupid movies. I literally just watched Aquaman 2 yesterday.
Aquaman
And-
Hunger Force.
Yeah, and it was a blast. I fucking loved it. Like it's a genuine shame that movie is bombing so hard right now because it's
People are
fucking
sick
fun.
Of superheroes and sick of DCEU.
See, that's the thing about it though. It didn't feel like okay, a couple years back, my hot take on DC movies was that they were better than Marvel movies because while the ones that were worse were way worse, the ones that were better were way better because they had like a sense of identity. They all just
They
were like,
not
yeah, no, we'll just.
production line films.
They were not production line. They were movies in like the classical sense. It was, yeah, they were connected, but they weren't all the same thing. They were each their own wildly different thing. And the Aquaman movie was like the most excessive, like, yeah, we're gonna make sure we cut the camera away just so you can see that the background music is in fact diegetic and being played by an octopus.
Yep, that was awesome.
That's
You
just
really
rules.
can't say that about many movies.
You can't say that about a lot of movies. Aquaman 2 continued that grand tradition, and I loved it. It was tons of fun. That said, the sequel just is basically, hey, more of that. Here's the guys you saw last time, and they're going on another wacky adventure, and it's great. And I don't know, I appreciate that. Especially like in this world where every movie has to tie into like 40 other movies, it's nice to like see one of these things that is like, nah, it's just Aquaman again. What's he been up to?
And you know, if Aquaman was a Marvel property, they'd find a way to shoehorn in Spider-Man.
Oh, he'd be like, if Aquaman was a Marvel property, he'd be like running into Doctor Strange within the first 15 minutes and shit.
That's the biggest problem with modern Marvel is that it doesn't seem confident enough in itself to just let a movie be about the main character.
Okay, well that actually feels a little wrong because the Doctor Strange bit is one of my favorite parts of Thor Ragnarok, which is a good Marvel movie, possibly one of the best ones. I feel like
Everything feels
I
like
feel
it has
like-
to be an ad.
yeah, like I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
Marvel movies are trying to advertise stuff when the idea should be, hey, we have all these like, toys in our toy box. we should be using them in moments that like feel appropriate. So like having Thor like just sort of like piss off Doctor Strange for like 10 minutes, that's hilarious.
You can have
Having
a
like
Thor
someone
movie
show
that
up.
Hulk is just a key part of. Like that's correct.
Yeah, like to have a movie like where Hulk is just there and it's just like mostly just an annoyance, mostly just there to like make everything
He's
more
his
difficult.
friend from work.
Yeah, friend from work. Yeah, that's great. But like when it feels like, oh, this is here to remind you to watch our fucking streaming service a year from now, that's awful. And hey, that's what was in Black Panther 2, which sucked, which is a shame because I didn't want that one to suck. I wanted that one to be good. Probably more than I wanted any of them to be good.
I've said it on the stream before, and I will say it again. I will never forget watching that movie with somebody who was super excited to see it and was asleep an hour in.
Wow.
No, I had the exact same
Yeah.
experience. Somebody in the seat right behind me started loudly snoring halfway through.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even upset. I wasn't like, how dare you ruin my movie watching experience. I was like, oh man, you must have had a long day. You get yourself some rest.
You're not missing anything, buddy.
You're not missing anything.
Well, that was the thing. When the next day we tried watching it again, we were watching it at home streaming, and her reaction was basically, I was like, "Where do you remember falling asleep?" And she was kind of like, "I think there was Atlantis." Like it didn't even make enough of an impact.
Where does Namor the Submariner come in?
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
No one
that
can agree
movie
how
was
he's
like
pronounced.
that movie was like the most egregious example of how to put this. All right, like people always whine about the lack of. There's like this really famous article about the lack of fucking in Marvel movies. I've always
there is?
been like, you don't.
Yeah, it's a very online debate. Don't worry
It's a very
Okay.
online debate. I think the tagline was where everybody is hot but nobody is horny. This whole thing, I appreciate it, but I don't care that much.
about it. It is still a superhero
like,
thing. I kind of
You don't need to put like, you know, on screen fucking in every single movie. Some movies need it, Blue Valentine, but not all of them. But by contrast, some movies absolutely need hellacious violence. And Black Panther was probably like the most like bloodless instance of incredible violence I have ever seen. There is this bit in it where Shuri, who is definitely getting fired for being a weird anti-vaxxer,
Yeah.
gets stabbed right through the gut, just like completely impaled, like nailed to a wall type stabbed, right? And so what she does is what I call the Devil May Cry Alastor, where she just pulls her entire body through the spear, and that's the solution. Like the way to survive getting stabbed is to just pull the entire weapon through your body so you can keep going, right? This somehow does not have a single drop of blood in it. At all.
When I saw Dante pull himself through, it's like, oh man, shit.
Yeah. When Dante did it, like, he was soaked in blood. He was absolutely covered in blood. And here, it was completely bloodless. And that's just weird. That is a strange choice to make.
I feel like that has something to do with the rating system, though. As
You
dumb
can
as
show
that
a little
is.
bit of blood, but like it stretches disbelief
I
for
was about
the
to say-
Have
entire
framed it
spear
in that
to
fashion.
not be bloodless, right? Like,
Yeah,
like okay,
like,
if you say it's a
you
rating
cannot
system
have
issue,
blood, but you
all right,
don't-
fine. Don't do that then. Find some
For
other
the, for
action.
the same
beat.
reason that they super shouldn't fucking do Blade if they're not going to actually do Blade.
Yeah, exactly. Like Deadpool's coming out, and Kevin Feige's like, "Don't worry, we're gonna keep it R-rated." I 100% believe they're just going to like make a standard Marvel movie, but say the F word twice instead of once. That will be it.
Yeah, I mean, Deadpool previously had pegging.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yup.
The world needed to see Deadpool
Happy
getting fucked in the
International
ass.
Women's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's like the one line I actually ever remember from the movie. Sorry.
No, it's a really great line. It's
Yeah, I don't
It's
recall. I
hilarious.
don't recall anyone thinking he needed to apologize for that.
yeah.
You got
No,
the
but
grapple
I was
move from
apologizing
nowhere.
because I think it's the only line I ever remember. Like, I'm sure there's great lines.
I'm not.
You come to
But
think
it-
of it, when did the last Deadpool
Deadpool
movie
wasn't
come out?
like a great line movie so much as like a good scenes movie, like Colossus versus Juggernaut. That's how we do it in Mother Russia. Pretty great.
Also, that's supposed like they had to delay that because they were being belligerent.
Which they?
Disney, because they were being belligerent about paying writers and actors.
Yeah.
Well,
Good. I do remember them like showing like the behind the scenes bits of it because they knew the writers were about to go on strike and figured that was the best way to get people to be like, hey, these stupid writers are keeping us from
They're keeping
watching
me
a
from
superhero
watching Hugh
movie.
Jackman and Ryan Reynolds banter.
which they do on the internet for free anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not no lie. I'm certain that Hugh Jackman, like, will and Ryan Reynolds will do a great job. That said, I do not think Deadpool 3 will be any good at all. Like, it's one of those cases where the actors can like put in an absolutely heroic effort, and it does not
Like
matter.
dreadful material.
Yeah.
Well, like, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. There is no question there. Like the same
Yeah,
way
and Jackman is-
RDJ is Iron Man.
Yeah, same way that Jackman is Wolverine. Like
I'm still missing a couple movies in there, so I can't attest to that one. But
I've
Like,
seen
he's the only
Logan.
thing that's redeemable about a lot of them.
Yeah, basically, like, I saw one person say Hugh Jackman's an actor, but he's a movie star when he plays Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, and also, like, watch Logan, because Logan's fucking amazing. You don't even need to watch any of the other X-Men
Where's
movies.
my
They don't
list?
fucking just watch Logan.
I will say that I do feel that Logan is enhanced from having watched the other ones.
Yeah,
Sure,
At least
but-
one of them, I would say.
Yeah, like, you know. But, like,
like X-Men 1 or 2.
Who hasn't
Yeah,
seen
you
at
know.
least
Yes.
one of them?
yeah, just like, you know, get a basic idea. But you don't need to see them because,
Yeah, you don't
You
need to see
know.
them all.
yeah, definitely don't
my
need to see them
Aeon
all.
Gauge.
Like I don't know why anyone would watch Dark Phoenix.
God, was that the last
Or
one, or was there
Apocalypse.
one after that?
I think New Mutants was after that, but that one doesn't count.
New
That
Mutants
was-
doesn't
that
have
was
anything to do
one
with
of the
anything.
most- That was one of the most cursed releases imaginable.
I saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw that one while like semi-conscious on, I shit you not, a cruise ship, because they had the movie channel, and we just kept that on whenever we were in the room, basically like trying to recover from whatever we'd done that day. And I was awake for most of it, and I don't remember any of it.
If you sit and watch, I watched it with some friends, like in what I would think to be an ideal environment, and it was kind of, it wasn't like a great movie, but it was something that I could see enjoying.
I heard
But
one person.
That's my highest
describe it-
endorsement.
I think the Ryan George's pitch meeting described it as, yeah, that sounds like a really good pilot to a series, I guess.
What about
Oh, I'm
Days
being
of Future?
diddled again.
What about Days of Future Past?
Where does that
People
sit
kinda like
on your ranking?
I don't have a ranking for that one. It's
That one's
what
good.
about that one?
Yeah, Days of Future Past, I would put down a.
that's definitely when you see, you watch X-Men 1 and 2, then you watch X-Men First Class, and then you watch.
Don't
Days of
worry,
Future
Days of
Past.
Future Past, any of the ones you didn't watch, Days of Future Past retconned out anyway.
It's all true.
So I say that specifically because I hadn't seen it while watching WandaVision, so somebody had to explain some of the stuff to me.
Oh, that was actually
okay.
Age of Ultron that was calling to me.
Kinda, because
No.
technically
one-
WandaVision brought in Quicksilver from.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They brought
that
in-
was.
they brought
That
in
was
Evan
like-
Peters to be Petro in
So like
WandaVision.
for the last fucking 3 years now? Holy shit. For the last 3 years now, Disney has been just sort of like hinting, oh, maybe we'll do the X-Men since we bought Fox.
X-Men.
But like,
And hinting that in Fantastic Four.
yeah, but like, I really, all I want from the Fantastic Four movie is for it to suck.
I want it.
Well,
I
why?
want
Just a
each of them
tradition.
to be
I just want it to
exponentially
be
worse than the last.
absolutely awful. I want it to be worse than Fan Four Stick.
Worse than
Oh,
the
God.
Roger Corman one?
And
The Roger Corman one is the most fun. Then the first Fox one, the first couple Fox ones are really soulless, and then the Josh Trank one is like a disaster that derailed a studio and a director's career. And I
Yeah.
want this
And that
next
guy
one to
from
be
Charmed.
exponentially worse.
Yeah, like every Fantastic Four movie for like the last 20 years has been worse than the one before. So like ideally this trend will continue and it will like actually cause Disney to like bleed. I want to see blood.
What are you gonna do with Mickey Mouse now that you own it, Pete?
It feels wrong to kill something just because you own it.
That is
But that's
slightly
what they
it's all
do.
really
yeah.
frowned upon, depending on the context.
Oh, today, January 1st, 2024, is the day Steamboat Willie entered the public domain.
Yeah, technically, you can use Mickey Mouse for any purpose you'd like.
No, you can use Steamboat Willie.
You have to use the
It has to be
Steamboat
Steamboat
Willie
Will.
version of him.
Yeah. And like Disney has done their best to muddy the waters the last at least 7 years. They've been like releasing these fucking like Disney Mickey Mouse shorts to YouTube that all use basically the Steamboat Willie design just to like muddy those waters. So like anybody trying to like do anything with Steamboat Willie is gonna have to contend with fucking like
Copyright claims.
copyright claims from
Saying
Disney
that you're
saying
using some portion that is not within the public.
yeah, exactly. They're saying, "Oh well, obviously you're using this one. This
I
is
mean,
not
someone has already announced a fucking horror video game about murderous Steamboat Willie, and that probably is safe.
yeah." I mean,
But
like
that's-
Disney's not even gonna bother with that one. Like,
Is that in the same vein as the really creepy Winnie the Pooh?
Yes, they explicitly brought
Blood
up
and Honey?
Blood and Honey in the announcement.
This is why
Oh,
we
you
can't
little
have nice
fucker.
things.
oh, I can't wait. Oh man, oh he just ran away. What a little bitch. I hate him. I fucking hate him. I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
Sad.
Normally, when like fanboy like says something really like angry, I what happens next excites me. This just makes me upset. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'll be right back.
You probably have to go down within the same room. I remember those stupid things are basically like Metroid teleporters.
Probably have to go.
Like, can you
below
go
the
lower?
same room.
Yeah.
I don't remember what opens this.
I think that's just charge beam. Like,
Find
not
out,
ice beam.
won't we?
Or is that you have to wait for the power bombs?
Yeah, that might be a power bomb. This sucks.
Your Metroid ran away.
Boo.
Why am I even here?
What is my purpose?
See what's on the other side of the room.
It's the part where I came from.
Right, but that might be where the Metroid went.
You might be where the Metroid went.
I know, it's true.
Like, there's been a Metroid on this stream the entire time, and now I must kill him.
I'm the goggle Metroid.
Metro
I
Bob.
have become everything I hate. In the Metroid.
I can't believe that's the only thing.
I'm sure there is a list.
See? She came back.
Oh, she missed you.
Fuck!
Alright, why is a Metroid a she?
They
Most
aren't all
Metroids are
she's. Some of them are.
Oh no, the dead.
Fine.
Is there some sort of like, how do we know? How do you
Because we know that they have a queen. That's about it.
Gotcha.
I think the baby has been identified as female.
The baby. The baby.
The Super Metroid. But yes, they just think they have a queen that is labeled Queen Metroid, so we're just going to assume that's female.
Who can say? Fuck. 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 That wasn't the intention.
I forget, does anybody who knows, like, alien lore know if, like, the majority of Xenomorphs are supposed to be female?
No. I don't know. I've not. I've watched Alien and Aliens once, and I felt that. Fuck.
I returned somehow.
I finally saw Alien for the first time this year.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job
No, there's
starting
a- there's
the year
a-
off right.
Well, okay, last year.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Never mind that.
It was an easy joke.
Yeah. There's a whole list of movies that somehow I missed in pop culture and, you know, that get referenced all the time. So, there's a list, let me tell you.
Oh, are we allowed to like add to the list right now?
You can. Give me a second.
Watch
to
the
pull it
good,
up.
the bad, and the ugly.
I am shocked that Pete would recommend this.
Hang on. Let me
No,
find
you're
my
not.
phone.
Don't lie.
Like this, his favorite movie.
So wait, halfway through the fight, the Metroid just leaves, and now you gotta track it down, I assume.
Yeah, you just have to go, like, one room over.
Oh, there it is.
And not the
Vaguely
Jesus.
disappointing.
Oh,
I just had to check to make sure it wasn't already on the list. I've got Good Omens and Goodfellas. But
The
not
good, the
Good
bad, and the fellas.
the good, the bad, and the fellas. No, it's
Second repeat for the...
it's a 1960s Western. It
Yeah,
is
that's
my
uh,
single favorite movie, so you know I always recommend it. We I managed to get on Heaven this year, and I was thrilled because it's like 3 hours long, and normally that's disqualifying.
On what?
about good, the bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
disqualifying from what? I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's,
Outer Heaven.
It's a movie night thing.
Oh, okay.
How many do you guys keep track of your stats for Outer Heaven?
Yeah,
really.
about 30 people. In any given week.
And how many of them are like Tyrant or Bronto adjacent?
I would imagine most, but I not actually checked, because that would be invasive amounts of user stats.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
If you would
I mean,
like to continue
I don't
watching
quite-
this dubious movie stream, you need to tell us where you came
I don't
Yeah,
quite
like-
count.
How did you find out?
I don't quite count Warmrock as adjacent, but maybe I should.
I would say that's adjacent, like
Okay.
Friends of Cain. That counts.
from. They're Cain's dreadful children, their progeny.
Are we calling them Cain's children? Like, are we
Cain
just?
was calling them Cain's children for a while.
I wasn't aware we were just saying it.
Cain was calling
like
them their
we-
kids for a while.
Thought we were like showing some decorum.
Would you ever think that, especially in relation to Cain?
Oh yeah. Okay. Good point.
I was copy and pasting the message, like my list into Discord, and apparently I've found the character limit for Discord message.
Yeah, it's a
All
few
right.
thousand characters.
You gotta
I've
just
done it a
like
few
chop
times.
it in half and try that way.
932. Alright.
I think I found the character limit when I tried to send Jeannie a Hyrule Warriors post that I ended up never posting because I just never finished it. You remember that, Jeannie?
Vaguely.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Close enough.
I'm reading for you little fucker!
Can I send myself a message on Discord? I thought I could.
I've never tried it, but you probably can.
I mean, I'm sure you could try.
Sliding into your own DM.
Well,
You've met
I'm
me.
fine with it.
Yep, I still got my DM.
All right, cool.
You little fucker.
It won't let me. That's bizarre. Alright. Bob, you're about to get a whole bunch of trash.
I can live with that.
Not to be confused with the rest of the stuff I send you on a regular
I
basis.
was about to say.
I'm free.
On Discord, it's all trash.
Alright. Picking a random place to. Wait. Really? Oh. My message is too long. 2,000 character limit. Son of a-
Yeah. That's
Taco Bob, I hope you don't mind if I'm sending you important messages through Discord as well.
Bro, what is even happening?
I don't know that I believe that they're.
Oh, it's extremely important. Taco Bob, read it for the class.
Oh no.
It says, and I quote, "Bitches love me because they know that I can rock. Bitches love
Yeah,
me
no, I know where this
because
is
they
going.
know that I can ride. Bitches love me because they know that I can fuck. Bitches love me because they know that I'm on time." Thank you.
People love.
Didn't the mindless self-indulgence guy get canceled for something? I can't remember.
Sounds plausible,
I'm
but
sure
I
he
wouldn't
did
know.
something terrible.
Alright, there we go. So now I gotta cross-reference that with the ones that I actually have crossed off on the... Basically,
Oh
it has
my,
to be
yes.
information
Well,
from
not going to reference them anymore. Now that I've looked up what he
Oh,
did.
sweet Jesus, that doesn't sound good.
One of
Oh
those.
no.
It's not as
Cannibalism
bad as the
or-
Lost Prophets guy, but it's still extremely bad.
Lost Profits.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, you don't want to know about that one.
You don't want to know. Just never listen to that band ever.
I mean, I don't think I hardly listened to them when they were current, so...
I saw them live once, and they sucked compared to Hoobastank and I'm a Robot, which were their
Wow.
opening acts.
Plus, compared
Okay,
to
then.
Ubastank, it's saying something.
Right?
Hoobastank was not bad.
Like,
I'm-
I
I'm-
I
don't
have
even
a
dislike
I'll-
Ubastank, but it is
t-shirt.
one of those
I'll
things
fucking
that's
I'll fucking die on that hill. Hoobastank was actually pretty good.
I have a Hoobastank concert t-shirt.
Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
You were, in fact, crawling through the dark.
Well, like, I also went through a period of time where I was like, I'm gonna buy a t-shirt at every concert I go to, because at least t-shirts are useful.
That is how I own most of my t-shirts, which is why I still have a Voodoo Glow Skulls t-shirt. And I love that t-shirt. Nothing can take that t-shirt from me.
Yeah, at this point, most of those shirts are in a box because I don't want to ruin them. Like, this is not how this was supposed to work.
The way it works. That's what you get stuck with.
You go to the concert, you buy the t-shirt. It's that simple.
This is true.
I
And then
definitely went through
every
a
time
phase
you
where-
move, you take that box with you.
I definitely went through a phase where I told myself I was the smartest guy in the room because I would not buy a t-shirt at a concert because that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Who is
uh-huh.
getting you in this scenario?
Presumably the band that you're already enjoying.
The
Yeah,
artists that
it's
you're like
gonna make
trying
money.
to support by
The
going
people
to
you're
them
trying
live?
to support, yes, are getting you.
Talk about
See,
I
I
don't
wasn't
support
even
them, but
planning
they're
on
not that
seeing the
bad.
Voodoo Glow Skulls live. I went to that I went to that show at the House of Blues to see Rancid, and they ruled. And then I found out that like the Voodoo Glow Skulls were like one of their opening acts. And I was like, oh fuck, today just got even better. Of course I'm gonna buy the t-shirt. I also bought one of their albums that was like only in Spanish.
At least that's one of the things you can buy that's in a different language that you can still enjoy.
Oh yeah, no. Like half their songs are just in Spanish. And they're great. I love them.
Oh, wow.
Man, like, I gotta say, I think I understand, like, the need for, like, the counter move. It's cool and shit. But, like, at the same time, watching you play this game, this feels like an area that's just annoying with enemies. Like, just frustrating more than anything else.
And you said it's way less intuitive than Dread, correct?
In Dread, it's much easier. It's much less like focus.
Yeah, Dread feels a lot less like it's the focus of everything. This game feels like if you're dealing with an enemy and you're not countering it, something's wrong.
Yeah, and Dread is an option in your
the
arsenal.
weird,
This
like-
game, it's what you do.
The weird beam machine gun is kind of their way of letting you like occasionally just mow through things.
And this game, I do feel like at the very you in this game's machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean that uses up Aeon or whatever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, fanboy, this portion you're in right now, is this supposed to be like well, you really should have the fucking lava suit?
I have the
Moments.
Varia suit. That's just how this works.
Or is this a good
I'm
luck
dead.
doing this with 3 health capsules? You idiot. You moron.
Yeah, no,
you
I
fucking rube.
think that was something you were supposed to come back with gravity suits.
I don't feel like the gravity suit's gonna help.
It'll help you not die in lava.
That's not what that does.
Yeah, it does.
That's not what it's supposed to do.
Literally ever since Super Metroid, gravity suit makes sure you don't feel damage from lava.
But it was just what the Varia suit was for. I recall the gravity suit was for like making it so you could move through like water without being slow.
Yeah, and it protects you
Yeah.
from lava.
I don't recall that being the case, but I suppose you were the
Yeah,
Metroid.
the room right before you go to Ridley. You gotta go,
Yeah,
or we'll go to Lord Turian, or
because you have to
Brinstar.
space
Like
jump through lava.
I said, I don't recall that being the case, but you're the Metroid.
I am the Metroid.
So I just posted the stuff that I actually got to cross off the list.
Okay.
Isn't Silent Bob in a reboot?
Yeah.
Yep.
See here.
I do have to say that you have to forgive
The
Cassandra
last
for any.
3 years. Greatest Showman, that was on the list? Fuck.
Did you get to see Rocky Horror
Yeah.
live?
Wait, what?
Did you get to see Rocky Horror live, or was it just?
I did. So Rocky Horror is kind of a special case because originally when I first got Netflix, it was on Netflix, so I was gonna watch it, and then I was told, no, don't do that. We'll take you to a live show. 12
that's
years
cool.
later, 13 years later, I finally got to go to Rocky Horror live show. So
I mean, that's
it's
kind
a
of
thing.
like flaky on their part, but I'm like the biggest flake I know, so I can't even like say anything.
I'm not even friends with those people anymore.
Wow.
Like they told me to wait. Unrelated.
Yeah. Because of Rocky Horror, we're no longer friends.
Rocky Horror fucked up the whole thing. Let's see, Hail Caesar, Pulp Fiction, some good ones on here. Doctor Who, Asterix. I
Well,
hope that's
Getting caught up on the current seasons. To this point,
Well-
I'm up to everything up to where it's on Disney. So
okay. Well, my
Larry?
advice is don't bother. Just don't bother. Fuck Doctor Who.
really,
Just let people know that its real name's Larry. See how they react.
His name, it's technically it's Lorenzo, but we all call him Larry.
and also Mad Max Fury Road should be on that list.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Well,
good one.
thank God you saw that one, because that's like one of the greatest movies of all time.
But I haven't seen any of the other Mad Max movies.
You don't have to.
Road Warriors.
You really
we're
don't have
seeing,
to.
Road Warriors we're seeing, I
Road Warrior's got
enjoyed,
Tina Turner.
Beyond Thunderdome.
No, Beyond Thunderdome has to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Tina Turner's the shit. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
and also, I don't think I had Dark Matter on that list.
No, you got Dark Matter. Sorry,
Yeah,
Pulp
Dark
Fiction.
Matter.
Okay, yeah, I'm going a little cross-eyed because I have it on my phone with a strike-through, which didn't translate when I copy and pasted the list.
All right. Die Hard's a good movie.
Die Hard 3.
More like Try Hard.
Oh, damn. Fanboymaster out here burning Bruce Willis's ass.
Would never burn. Not in this context.
I don't know what that context is, other than like the recent hey,
His
he
health
finally
issues?
retired from acting because it turned out making him do those movies was basically elder abuse.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah,
if I
he's-
was going to make fun of him, it would be for like I don't know, like shitty political beliefs or something. That's all I'm saying.
I don't
I
even
was gonna
know
say
if he
for
has
his music.
any political beliefs other than like, his recent movies, which again were elder abuse.
That's why I'm saying like if I was going to.
Like I can't even say those were his shitty political beliefs because he wasn't
Again,
in
we
those
speak in
movies by
hypotheticals.
choice.
I've told this 4 times now.
Yes, I know, I'm on board. I'm just reiterating here because holy shit.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna make fun of him for something, his music career.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I absolutely ran some of the. I
And, like, for the
absolutely ran
fact
Bruce
that,
Willis
like-
music video on Outer Heaven once.
Oh yeah, and the fact that like for absolutely years and years he was definitely updating his own Wikipedia page. We can make fun of him for that shit.
There's like a fucking. Huh. But yeah, like one of those like vanity artists that has like more greatest hits albums than albums.
Genuinely impressive.
Well, Hudson Hawk was kind of fun to watch.
Kids have that.
I also
I forget what I
don't remember
paired
that one.
the Bruce Willis vanity cartoon with. But don't watch Bruno the Kid.
Oh, what's wrong with Bruno the Kid?
Oh God. The unironic Bruno the Kid fan has been found.
It's a Jersey thing.
I guess.
Never should have left New Jersey. I feel like no matter how embarrassing Bruce Willis's vanity cartoon was, it cannot possibly be more embarrassing than Warren Buffett's vanity cartoon.
Well, that one's
Oh.
actively emo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's got an agenda.
Yeah, that one has like sin in it, deep in its heart.
Well, like I said, I also had Alien, which is not on that list. Also taking a few things off as I'm going through this because I'm not really.
Super.
I don't really
invested in
like horror shows or movies or anything like that. So like, a lot of these are things that people suggested. So they're like it's a that's why it's such a ridiculous list.
Well, I only see the things you saw like recently.
Right, I know. I'm
Yeah.
still editing the list in a text file. Give me a minute.
That's
Careful,
fine.
you're-
I'm waiting. I'm
You
waiting.
didn't even put this into Excel?
I
I do. I'm an accountant. Well, I was an accountant. Now I'm looking to be an accountant again.
I mean, you're still an accountant between jobs.
Warren Buffett's Secret Millionaires.
Yeah, it's like I
Told
said,
you guys.
actively evil.
You're not
Right.
engaged.
I told you guys about my Jersey Mike's experience, right?
No?
I know they exist, but
Okay.
I tried to avoid them.
Okay, so I went to this burrito place to get a free burrito because I had a coupon or whatever.
As you
And
do.
like the guy after examining my free burrito card and confirming that, well, I don't think he'd go to the trouble of laminating this himself. He very
You had
obviously
that.
was not aware they had such a promotion. Asked me, so how's your day going? What's your plans for the day? And like, typical small talk from like the my guy making your burrito. And I said, well, gonna get back to the job search. And he's like, oh, well, I think the Jersey Mike's next door is hiring.
What?
And I was like,
I mean, you're trying to be honest.
he was no. I hold no ill will in my heart against this man. And if anything, I'm flattered that he didn't think I looked like I was 40. I said, no, dude, I'm an accountant. Not looking for Jersey Mike's. But today, while obtaining dinner for my wife, I walked past Jersey Mike's, and they had a now hiring sign up. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it. I thought about it for a very long
account.
I thought about it for a very long second. I was like,
Jersey meat.
I mean, I could do that. I've made sandwiches before. It's not that difficult.
I'm more talking about being their accountant, but okay.
Their accountants also have to make sandwiches.
I mean, like, once you
Gotta earn that bread.
accounted for 13 years, you get kind of sick of it. just like in the back of my mind, I'm going, I mean, I'm currently making $0. Well, I could be making $10 an hour. That's not zero.
Applicant, we very much appreciate the sandwich you made, but we'd like you to show us how to do it without opening Excel.
Actually, if you could just make the entire sandwich in Excel, that's also acceptable.
I could absolutely do that. I'm very good at Excel.
I should have eaten before starting.
A very particular set of skills.
I have a very particular set of skills, and they're all VLOOKUPs. Which, for some fucking reason, nobody else in any office I've ever been in knows how to do.
They're complicated.
Really?
They take a while.
They're not that complicated. It's a vertical lookup.
You're a vertical lookup.
Fuck you. I'm sorry, fanboy. I did not mean.
You shouldn't be.
I did not mean what I just said. I hope you can still come to my birthday party.
I've never been to one before, but it'd be nice.
Fuck, you're invited.
Is there an H lookup?
Yes, there is.
Horizontal
There is an H lookup. And it's even worse than VLOOKUP. It sucks ass. Like the idea of using the bastard VLOOKUP when the Chad index match exists is disgusting.
This is like something that only an accountant could have strong opinions on.
Exactly!
I, as a computer guy, can tell you about H lookup, and it's not great.
Are you sure you aren't like part accountant?
I am certain, although I have
Dual
been.
class into accountant.
That's called
I've been in
Alright,
many an occasion where, like, it's you understand computers, right? And it's like, yeah, this is just an Excel problem, but okay, I have dealt with this before.
Okay, there's the rest of the list.
All right. Well, right off the bat, I can tell you to cross off some of these. Fuck Lore Olympus. Fuck Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Logan, X-Men First Class. Those are fine. Good Omens, sure, whatever. American Gods, I don't give a shit.
Stop after the second season.
Yeah, okay, stop after the second season, sure. Kobe
What's wrong
Bebop's
with
good, but don't watch
what's
the
wrong with
Netflix
Lore
adaptation.
Olympus?
Fuck anything after Aliens. Just save yourself the trouble.
Is that like a
show? What the fuck? No, don't even read Watchmen. That was such a fucking disappointment.
And Watchmen on Max was actually pretty good.
Fuck you.
Oh, Farscape's awesome.
Farscape's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I got a good chunk of the way through Farscape.
Ready Player One. What the fuck is this doing on here?
No, please don't watch that.
I know that I
Fanboy,
had.
burn her alive for
What?
me.
Why?
Why not?
Why me? Also, no.
Because you, I trust.
Wow.
Waterworld.
Highly-
Specific
Waterworld.
experience. Gremlins, Hackers, Mean Girls Show, Jawbreaker, what the fuck ever. Dirty Dancing, Schindler's List, obviously. Have you not seen that already? We all said that in like high school. I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, I
say,
don't know
uh,
either. I know I've seen Shawshank Redemption a dozen times, but have somehow never seen the entirety of Schindler's List.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
have
good
to say,
movie.
Schindler's List is not exactly the kind of movie that, you know, your friends and you have gotten together for a party, and it's like, you know what we could put on?
Hey,
And
let's
it's not
put
like
on
it's
Schindler's
on TV
List.
constantly.
The
either.
incredibly depressing movie about the Holocaust. Yeah, that's awesome. Moneyball,
Okay,
sure, why not?
Let me just jump in real fast.
Obviously.
Watch The Craft if you're prepared to become a teenage goth girl.
Now's your chance.
I mean,
Or if, like,
I
at any
feel
point
like
you
I'm
were a
a
teenage goth girl.
little far past that, but all of my friends are, so.
I was about to say, I know exactly who has recommended this movie.
Let's see. You can skip Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, you can skip
What?
it. Yeah, I'm telling you. You can skip it.
Why?
It's propaganda.
Show.
I started the
shows.
first couple episodes.
Right. Well,
Bring it
it
on.
stayed funny, but like it's also a cop show. So fuck it.
Bring it
It
on, should.
lacked the strength of its convictions. is
The
what I'm
first
gonna
one, I'm going to say this. The
Okay.
first Bring It On is worth watching. Don't watch any of the direct-to-video sequels.
say. Didn't they turn into slasher movies at some point?
No,
No. What did
No.
they become then? Like I know of like.
Just more
they're
Bring
just
It
straight
On.
up cheerleaders.
Bring It On horror movie.
How do you not?
You
make
might
a
be
Bring It
thinking
On
of
horror?
Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah, that's basically the same thing. Okay, yeah, good point. Let's see, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Bring It On, Cheer or Die. It is apparently a movie that happened.
It shouldn't have.
It
Why
is
is
the
Kingsman on
7th
the list?
installment of the Bring It On series. Following Bring It On Worldwide Cheer Smack.
Amazing.
I don't like that.
Let's see, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart buddy cop movie. I know the one you're talking about here.
Like nobody could remember what it's called, so that's how it ended up on the list.
I don't remember what its name is either. I saw that shit in theaters, and I don't remember its name.
Your pronunciation, that's just wild.
That's incredible.
It's always theaters.
Let's see.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine is the best Star Trek series.
Fair enough.
No,
Uh,
I am like next gen diehard, so
okay, you do have to watch Evil Dead. You especially need to watch Army of
I
Darkness.
know
Maybe
I've
don't need to
seen-
watch Evil Dead 1.
Yeah, you can skip that one. But like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, those are classics.
I remember
right.
watching...
I know I've seen Army of Darkness. I think that was what that was supposed to reference.
Yeah, no, it's a ton of fun.
I remember watching Evil Dead 1 after watching Army of Darkness and not being prepared for the film that it was.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Who fucking gave you these?
Okay, that one was a very specific friend reference.
Okay, well, like, I hope you're still friends with them, but also, they're making poor choices.
Beat's about to advocate that you probably shouldn't be.
Wow.
I believe Ginger Snaps is a horror film, so
It is.
if you're not
Yeah.
good with horror. If you're not good with horror films.
I'm
If you're
generally
watch that.
not,
Skip that one.
but it was also a matter of, like, I went to one of those conventions and somebody from the movie was there, so I felt like I needed to add it to reference.
CanCon.
Gotcha.
I mean, sure, but like, I've been to conventions and I met the guy who was like, one of the dudes who made Yick. I think it was the head writer.
Oh.
And
You mostly
like,
just made fun of them.
no,
I was
what
gonna say,
happened
did you, like,
was,
sanitize yourself
I have to
afterwards?
tell you this. What happened was, I was like, we'd used their booth as a meeting point because it was so easy to find.
And it was always there.
And it was always there. So I literally
For
went
years and
there
years.
to meet Calscrub, who was on this call. Hi, Calscrub.
Hello.
And like I said aloud to Calscrub, God, haven't they been like saying this is coming out next year for like 4 years now? And the guy behind me, who I did not realize was behind me, was like, yeah, we're really hoping it'll come out this year. And I felt so guilty.
Oh no!
I felt awful. I was like, oh shit, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean, I'm actually looking forward to it. Looks pretty cool. And then it came out. And I read the reviews and was like, oh fuck, I'm
They
not
have
buying
spent
this.
years trying to
I'm-
fix it. They are still.
I am
I
not
believe they are
paying
still
money for this
patching that
shit.
game.
They're
How
still
can you
patching
fix
that
it? How-
game.
The disease
Well,
is inside
their
of
Okay,
me.
first,
so
their
here's
first
how they
fucking
tried to fix
idea
it.
was that they just deleted all the protagonist dialogue.
Yeah, they just took away all of his dialogue because 90% of it is him just like waxing quixotic about how hard it is to be a guy in like his 30s who likes video games, which fuck you. And the other half of it is like just brazenly plagiarized from a variety of translations of Japanese books. Wow. It's fucking amazing. Like line for line, just very obvious. I think they put like quotation marks around it, but they didn't cite it or anything, so you wouldn't fucking know. And then the head writer got super upset when everybody said, wow, this game sucks actually, and like went on a bunch of alt-right podcasts. So, I did not buy that shit.
That's ended well, I'm sure.
That ended well. Let's see, Good, Bad, Ugly, obviously. Ghibli movies, obviously. The Cat Returns. Is that a Ghibli movie? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's why it was under Ghibli movies.
Okay, yeah. That one's fine.
It's
It used to
one of the
be.
ones that's like not Miyazaki. Yeah.
I watched that shit, I kid you not, on fucking Google Video before they combined with YouTube. Who remembers Google Video?
I do.
Fanboy
Yeah.
does. Literally nobody else.
I
sorry.
remember that, and I remember G-Chat.
Google
Awesome.
Wave. Remember that one?
I try not to. I go
As
out of my
opposed to
way
Google
to
Plus?
get it.
Wave was like some sort of chatting net, like fucking team thing.
I think
some people actually like Wave, and I don't remember anybody liking Plus.
Oh yeah, like like Wave was one of those things that people had some use for.
Plus was just Facebook with a
My
file
Yeah.
knowledge
stuff.
of
But it was a
Wave
lot
is
harder
limited
to
to
Nobody
the
used it,
latest Gamer Dilbert arc,
Oh, God.
where the Teenage Mutant Hussar Turtles bring their pitch to Wally, and he just immediately acknowledges that it's just a worse version of Google Wave.
Let's see. Ferris Bueller, I'm going to warn you, the principal in that was arrested for child molestation.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so
Hooray!
Hooray!
yes. I
My
mean, he's a
boss-
bad guy, but
2 jobs ago,
But also,
would always try to when I was when this is right when COVID came up, and if I wasn't paying attention to my
oh
computer,
God, was he doing the
he would
Bueller
just
bit?
start going Bueller, Bueller,
oh god, Ben Stein.
Bueller. Yeah.
Dude wrote speeches for Nixon. That's how. Ugh.
So
Really?
bizarre.
Holy shit.
It makes
But yeah,
perfect
Ferris
sense.
Bueller's Day Off is a classic for a reason.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. It's just
Yeah.
there's some really shitty people in it.
Yeah, no,
That's
so,
not even getting to the time where Matthew Broderick killed a person in a driving accident.
That's fucking horrifying. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, and it's got Charlie Sheen in it.
We all know how that ended.
Oh yeah.
I just need to say Charlie Sheen, and we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, no, that conversation can just end right there.
I forgot I had the tab open for the Wikipedia page for Secret Millionaires Club.
You should stop
Oh,
having that.
fuck. Why would you do
Warren
that?
Buffett has been spying on you this whole time.
I'm reading this, the character description. If Elena were a stockbroker, she'd be both a bull and a bear, depending on market conditions.
Isn't that just being a good stockbroker?
I'm sorry, just from now on, I'm going to describe people who are complicated as depending on market conditions.
I mean,
Where's the lie?
idea of oh well, they make their decisions based on the information available to them. That's how do I put this? That's having rational thought, I suppose.
I'm
Like,
just
I guess
imagining,
Elena's supposed to be the smart one, so.
I'm just imagining living in a peer group where you describe your friends as bulls or bears, and it isn't a sex thing.
Yeah, that seems like a sex.
I was like, I know people like that. This is not really an invalid conversation, but context.
Oh fuck.
No, that was not the context.
Oh fuck.
I mean, you were talking about people who describe themselves as that, and it sounds like a sex thing. So fanboy immediately saying "oh fuck" is not out of context. I don't know.
No, but I was explicitly saying not in this context.
But what if it?
So wait, you're friends with a bunch of day traders?
Never mind.
I'm trying my best here.
No, I know. It's just we've gone 7 layers away at this point. It's not.
I'm just saying, I'm trying here, damn it.
What if you weren't?
You get a gold star for trying.
No, I don't.
That's
No,
an
don't
off-screen
fucking lie.
conversation.
Fucking. God damn it.
You are just getting jobbed by these like bullshit enemies, fanboy, and I'm here for it. I love it. Just all of them as
There's
annoying as
so many
possible.
bullshit enemies in this game.
There are so many bullshit enemies. They all exist just to make your day a little bit worse. This is a cool Metroid, but like I get the impression it's also an extremely annoying Metroid to actually play. Like
Just like
one of
the
those
original.
games- Yeah, basically.
The
The thing is,
perfect
the
remake.
original was like you could spend hours lost in the little Game Boy maze, but at least you didn't have to fight your way out of it every time you took a wrong turn. That's what this one's got going on.
I don't know if I believe that either. And I know you beat it in one night, but you're Goggle Bob. We have certain expectations of you.
Do we?
I do.
We have certain expectations of Goggle Bob in the context of Game Boys.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, do we have expectations of Goggle Bob, like, not letting us down? No, obviously not. But, like, if he's playing a Game Boy game, we go, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
The perfect thing about like our expectations that Goggle Bob will let us down is that if he somehow doesn't, he's let us down anyway.
Yeah, true. Because, like, what am I here for? Well, I'm here to make fun of you. And if you don't let us down, you have failed me in the one area I want, man. I'm being very mean to somebody who just sent me a Christmas gift. I feel bad now.
I'm
No, you
not
don't.
actively weeping, I assure you.
Okay, that
Goggle
makes me
Bob
feel
is
better.
made of stone.
Passively weeping. The weeping
right
is
back. Yeah,
occurring
oh my
to
God.
Goggle Bob.
I will be crying later when I am alone and in bed, but right now I'm not actively weeping.
That is very specific. Thank you for sharing.
I only cry when there are two people in bed.
Is one of them not you, or are neither of them you?
You can say.
How does that work? Oh my goodness, words. So, anything I need to add to the list now that you're done criticizing it?
2001: The Space Odyssey is really good.
I'm surprised it's not on there.
Like 2000 fun. Do something.
I'm afraid I can't let you make that pun.
Right. Well, so that was the whole thing, was that I needed to see what was it? Demolition Man? Yeah.
That one's fun, I think.
Because the three shells kept being referenced and I needed context.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I needed the context.
People do use the bathroom.
God damn it! An act of aggression against me for no reason.
I mean, are you the baddie?
No, probably not.
Like, legit question. You're coming into their caves and killing them in their homes.
Yeah, but they're awful space bugs, also engineered to destroy everything else.
That's fair.
The basic concern is that if Samus Aran does not commit genocide in this game, it will be bad for the galaxy.
It turns out that because she committed genocide, it was bad for the galaxy.
Damn,
Yeah,
what
it
you
turns
doing,
out that was
Vanity?
bad.
This is a lose-lose is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And she tried to save just one, and that worked out terrible.
I mean, saving the one.
Well, it's not her fault.
So he's saying, like, if you're gonna do it, you better go along with it.
No more
Bigger
half
go home?
measures, because if you only kill 90% of some species, a space dragon that ate your parents will show up and fuck everything up.
No reference.
That is true. That is how it works.
Very
Also, I'm
specific.
back now.
Welcome back.
Never let me
If I like that. So good news, fanboy. I'm like at, I want to say 85% now.
uh,
Drunk.
Oh, okay.
Why is this good news for me?
Well, because that means I'll stop being as mean because I'll get self-conscious
You
and not talk
mostly
as much.
you mostly spent your time being mean to people that aren't me.
That is true
You get more
because I
self-conscious
respect
when
you a
you're-
great deal.
No, I've
You
been
get more self-conscious when you drink?
Right?
Occasionally, it's like a bell curve. I get most self-conscious around 85%. When it tips over to 90, I just don't give a fuck anymore.
I assume the beat at like 85% is like me at 0.
Basically, yeah. Because you don't drink, in my recollections.
What percent were you at Regret Fest?
Oh fuck! I think we were at like at 90 for like the entire weekend.
Yeah, good times.
Don't worry, I'm making it a point to find my way out to your neck of the woods at least once this year.
You gotta meet me in Cali Scrub at the same time.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be in the same area at the same time, that would make things easier. But
That's
I'm
what
willing
I'm
to
trying
go
to
twice.
plan.
All right, awesome. Just
Just
give me a
take it
date,
easy.
and I will make it happen.
Okay. I'll work something. We'll make something.
All right. Yeah, no. Just as you figure it out, just let me know, and I will. I will
You've
make
got
it happen.
365 days to plan. You better hurry up.
Oh, we can't spend all those days planning if we want it to happen this year.
Yeah, like you have like 340 at least.
On
At
December
most,
30,
rather.
on December 30, it's like, all right, let's meet tomorrow.
Right? New Year's Eve party.
New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Drive halfway from each side of the country.
No.
It is like fucked up that like my best friends live on the fucking other side of the planet. Well, the continent at least. That sucks.
You should join us on this coast. It'd be even better.
I've like built a life over here, man.
Build a new one. Build a better one.
I mean, he's got a point.
I mean,
You can.
a pretty good
There's
argument.
Jersey Mike all over the world.
There are Jersey Mikes like you all over the world.
My name's not Mike.
It is now.
It actually is. It's my middle name.
And there's so many fucking Mikes.
You said that with
But
such
you know, even more.
disdain.
That's right.
Yeah, actually, I think I know more Mikes than Chris. I'm gonna be real with you.
Really? That surprises me because Chris's are common as hell.
I think I know more female Chris's than male Chris's.
It's a unisex name. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you motherfucker!
So you walk into a room and you yell, Chris,
Hey,
Mike, or what was the other one? Steve, maybe?
I think you might have more luck with Bob.
Who?
Exactly. Exactly. See?
The trick with Bob is that a lot of people think you're saying mom and then they get confused.
Do a lot of people think that?
Do you say that from experience?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
What?
See, Bob, like, I'm gonna be real with you for a second here. Maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have done 9/11.
Wow.
You dug real deep for that one.
I did.
I did appreciate Bede immediately retweeting like someone photoshopping Steamboat Willie to be about to do that.
Which is technically illegal.
No, it's
Because-
legal.
Because Disney in 2010 released Steamboat Willie does 9/11, and so now
God
that's part of the copyright.
Fuck.
That's
Fuck.
very specific.
That's why they had to be careful. They need to make sure that they still own that idea. Just in case they wanted to do that more properly in the future.
It was only a short. They might want to make it into a movie.
Feature length
I
movie
would-
where Mickey plans
I would
and
watch.
perpetrates the 9/11.
I would watch Steamboat Willie does 9/11 in theaters.
You would give money to the wretched Disney Corporation.
For
It's
that,
got a
yes,
pretty
I
good
would.
arc with like how Pete is trying to like steer the steamboat away from 9/11, but then Mickey's like, "Oh no, we're doing this thing," and I don't know. There's some conflict.
The
You said
fact
no
that
more
like
half
they got
measures.
Mark Wahlberg to play Pete is what made the movie for me.
I heard he
just
gained like
screaming,
60
"You're
pounds
ca-
for the role.
Mickey just screaming, yeah, like, you said you were ready for this.
I'm just
Said you were ready
imagining
to
like
make real
Pete,
change, Pete.
I'm just imagining like Pete just like sobbing in the like middle of the airplane aisle, screaming, "Don't do it, Mickey, please, don't do it."
Every time he's like, every outburst causes Mickey to shoot another hostage.
That got
It's amazing
really
they
dark.
crammed all this into 10 minutes. It's a great little short.
Oh yeah.
It really cuts to the heart of how much people speak of extreme revolutionary actions and are unwilling to follow.
Yeah, no, I don't have many positive things to say about Mickey Mouse, but when the cards were
Powerful
down, he was all in. Damn it! Now all I can think about is that fucking tweet that was like, "I have a lot of disagreements with Osama bin Laden, Coomer, pro hentai, but I have to admire his Sigma grind set."
Now I'm just thinking of the fucking like drill to tie this right back to the beginning of the stream. Drill saying like, I have many disagreements with Digimon Otis, but I respect his fervent desire to keep Sharia law out of the Donkey Kong 64 wiki.
Okay, I know I have that one in my like thread of favorite tweets of all time. I gotta dig it up now. It's important. Obviously, the first one of that one is still Pope Leo, more like the 95 BCs. Martin Luther, bitch.
Of course.
Wait, unblock me.
Unblocked? Bitch! Here we go. Let's see, I can't find it. Is it not here? I know I saved
I
it.
downloaded a full archive of just all the drill tweets so that I could search.
No, this isn't the drill one, though.
Ah, okay.
Your choice tweet.
It's gone?
Twitter ate itself, and now it doesn't exist.
I'm like scrolling through your posts and I'm just wow.
You
What?
will say.
Holy fuck, how many people is Twitter showing white supremacy ads to?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's Twitter.
Yeah, I got an ad the other day that the entire premise of the ad was that you shouldn't listen to mask mandates. Which,
Yeah.
like, fun fact,
Hilarious.
mask mandates don't seem to exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, exactly.
the kind of person who was angry about them is just angry that they were ever told to do anything. So.
It's just not here anymore. Oh, wait, no, here it is. It was right here. I was looking at it the whole time.
I want to
Yeah.
know who's in charge of the Eve 6 account.
Gonna just drop this into general right underneath your list of movies.
It's the head guitarist, I believe.
What head guitarist of what? I'm a little bit.
Eve
Eve
scattered.
six?
I was saying who runs the Eve 6 account.
Oh, I thought it was their singer, but I'm not sure.
It's one of the guys in charge of the band.
Yeah, like one of the front.
So weird.
You seem to be pretty on the ball.
Mhm.
But no, you found my the white supremacist ad. That's impressive. The thing that like fucks me up about that one is I saw in the responses to someone else's thread, and I just like responded to it asking if I could quote it into my thread of terrible ads, and someone else, totally unrelated, immediately said, "Oh, I have a dark mode picture if you need that," and I was like, "What the fuck? How many people have this?"
Too many. Oh, fuck.
Just do not trust them.
They're bastards. Motherfucker.
Spend a lot of time on Twitter, but wow, this is an interesting compilation.
It's not good. It does not speak of a healthy website.
I feel like I feel like I kind of shot myself in the foot with that thread because I started it with the most incredible one of all, which was the guy who was 100% convinced that he was a part of a CIA project to make super soldiers, and that his best option to get out of this was tweeting at the White House and promoting it. And frankly, I feel like Twitter taking his money and promoting that so he could humiliate himself in front of thousands of people was evil. Like, that's not a good thing to do.
No justifiable reasoning to do this.
So I'm scrolled back halfway through, well, 6 hours ago.
It's a long thread.
You spend a lot of time on Twitter.
Beat is very online.
I'm extremely online.
I do have to say, like, I remember when they first introduced the idea of basically promoted posts on Facebook, and it was like literally right around the time of one of the Obama elections, not the first and the second, but just the idea that somebody would, like, it wound up almost immediately becoming a situation where it was obviously like ads as we know it. But at the time, I obviously imagined, like, you know, basically crazy people trying to get at the front of your feed. And it's amazing that Twitter has now finally fulfilled that.
That's all we have.
Isn't there the egg, like, right above where you are right now? That you can now kill with the blast?
Fuck.
Like, above to the left.
The Baja Blast.
Also, why are election years leap years?
Because they're also Olympic years. We need to fit as much bullshit into each of these years as possible.
Because of that one extra day.
Yeah, exactly. The year has so much stupid shit in it that we need to insert a fucking thing. We need to give it another day just so people can have a break.
Or that just means we have another.
Oh, the Olympics are in Paris this year.
I was gonna say, the leap year means we get another whole day of advertising for that shit.
Why is it only the Summer Olympics that are, like, promoted that much?
People try to promote the Olympics, but
Plus, winter's disappearing more and more.
Yeah.
They're actually predicting we might get some snow next week in New Jersey.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Or the same. I mean, that's how I feel every year with the weather in general.
I will never believe it because I will never see it.
Well,
I am
yeah.
sending you a video if it starts snowing.
I don't fucking believe things that come from you.
I will send you a
Oh,
video
fair.
if it starts snowing here in Michigan.
Okay. I believe you. I believe you.
Which, speaking of which, we've had one of the least amount of snow so far in December this year.
Fun.
What's the
We've
Simpsons
been
line
had
so far this
any
year?
year, so.
Now for the rest of your life or
so
something?
far.
That was
That's a good voice.
Yeah, I'm just lost again.
It
It happens.
happens.
Lost in blue for your Nintendo DS.
Starring, is that the one that starred those, like, teenage girls? I'm not sure which games you're talking. I'm
Well,
thinking
you're
of.
thinking of
Okay, so not the one I'm thinking of. What was that one? even
Another
called?
another code.
That's the one. Another code. Yeah.
Placement, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Yep.
Sorry.
You're good. The noises you make are probably far less disgusting than the ones I make.
Oh, were you here for the what was the noise you guys said it was? Or that it sounded like?
I don't know.
I started gaming and I had something that made a funny noise and
Oh, the honk.
Oh yeah,
It was
sounds
a
like honking.
Yeah, your phone vibrating.
yeah.
Car horn.
I have no memory of this. I
You
must
weren't
have
here.
been
Before you came on.
18-wheeler, American pro trucker, secret character, Samus already.
I'm here for it.
Give Samus an I'd rather be fishing kit.
I think Samus actually would rather be fishing.
Wouldn't you?
Like,
So what?
other people's like hot take on Samus is that, oh, she absolutely fucked Princess Peach. Mine is that she
No.
absolutely hates her job.
Now,
Let's say
yeah, now I completely disagree with that because I always got the impression that Samus is like kind of an extreme loner and is like really annoyed anytime she has to actually deal with another human being. But just running around in a planet with completely silent monsters is like
Kylie
She's there.
once like gave me like a 14 post thread on Samus Aran disaster lesbian, which stuck with me.
Yeah, I can see that one.
I'm not like disagreeing or agreeing with it, but I am saying it was very hilarious.
Does that follow the trope that lesbians can be getting married and not have acknowledged that they're dating?
No, it was much more of it like it was much more like drunken hookups and like just bad 2 a.m. decisions type mistakes.
I'm not sure.
That sounds more like college.
I'm not sure I'm convinced that Samus is actually capable of getting drunk.
Yeah, she's like 6'2", 300 pounds. She's pretty beefy lady.
and pop. Yeah, but
I don't see her
theoretically, she
being
also
300
might be more
pounds. Like I would say
bird-based,
closer to like
so-
230. Like 6'2", 230.
I looked this up a
that
few
fits
weeks
more like
ago.
with her. That fits more of her body type.
Yeah, true. I probably lost that number. Anyway, my headcanon for Nintendo crossovers is she hangs out at Rosalina's observatory a bunch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I still like the theory that she has a weird attraction to Falco and she can't explain why.
No, that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. She was
Super
raised by birds
Metroid.
after all.
Super Metroid Player's Guide. Height 6'3", weight 198 pounds.
That's
Okay.
unhealthily.
He's
like,
malnourished.
Does she have? Maybe she has like hollow bird
That's
bones.
ridiculously skinny.
I will say once again, possibly bird-based. She literally had. We know for a fact she's got bird DNA,
Yeah, she might have bird bones.
so she
But
might
also,
be hollow.
if she's been in space her whole life, it's very possible that she's just stretched out.
Okay, possibly, but like, I don't know. Like, she obviously is very athletic, right? You don't do that many flips on a single jump without knowing at least what you're doing.
But also lower gravity in space.
Yeah, but she's on a planet right now. This planet might actually have higher gravity than Earth. We don't know.
Yeah,
You can't-
those snails do not move like they're zero gravity.
Yeah.
But lower gravity than Earth.
I guess maybe on Earth she can only like jump 18 feet instead of 40.
Well, how much of that is the power suit? Boosters?
Yeah, exactly. That's also a thing.
Muddying the water.
It's also worth noting that in Metroid Prime, she's kind of shit for jumps.
I like Metroid Prime.
Hey,
Can't
but
believe
you could
Fanboy
claim
went
that the
there.
gravity is more earthy on those planets.
All right, sure, we can go that.
Oh fuck. Being able to jump at all in the power suit, even with the power suit, is a bit of work. It seems like it's probably
Yeah,
1,000
like-
pounds.
Like, okay, yeah, like, all right.
It's like the Iron Man suit.
Here's an analogy. It's like long haul trucking, right? You are technically driving a car, but you need certain muscles to drive that car. Because that is a big ass car.
Big ass car.
Yeah. Like, that's the fact that it is a tool that she is like adept at using does not mean it is necessarily easy to use.
Oh,
You
I've
know,
never
they
assumed
do
it.
kind of make the point again, and I think the Prime series that like other bounty hunters have weapons that are like hers, but there's nothing as good as what she's got,
Yeah.
and that requires like training and getting there.
Conditioning, like, you know, it's a workout
chose
to just
attack.
move in that thing, even if it makes your moves like stronger. Also, I just played Zero Mission, where like she spends a decent chunk of the end game there, like in without the power suit. She's still pretty fucking tough.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, she is able to like deal with space pirates.
I am ready
Indeed.
to call it slightly
Somewhat.
early if there are no objections.
I have no objections.
There are no
Okay.
objections.
But we are a little bit early.